podcasting will be a thrill. Grandpa and chill, grandson and friends. Grandpa and chill in full effect. We talk about it all, yeah, put it all on the set with that pet craze too. We chillin' with Rosie, comfortable, stay tuned, yeah, listen closely. Cause this the millennials and the silent generation coming together, discussion in rotation. This is Grandpa and Chill.
Welcome back. We're jumping right back in sequentially. Very next week from the last episode, we're doing perfect. Welcome to the gang. Super professional. Phones are even on mute. We got Brandon Fox, Barton Frank, and Phines Jackson. We can't access the video. No, we're going. We're okay, right?
Okay,
right?
Is it? Okay.
Put the little red dot up there. Come on,
I see your video.
Yeah, all right, we got it. We got it.
All right, there it is. Hello.
Let me tell you about fucking Minecraft, okay? I was recuperating from a small surgery, and so I had nothing to do, and I was like, let me try to play Minecraft for the first time, okay? It is so easy to die in Minecraft. Like, so easy. And I don't know, they don't talk enough about this, but like, you literally can only do things in the daytime. I don't know how people are doing things at night in Minecraft. If they are, they're lying. Because literally everything that may be out there trying to kill you comes out like tenfold at night.
Is it like Animal Crossing where if it's night outside, it's night in the game?
No. The days are like...
Next question.
I don't know how long the days are, but the nights are about like 7-ish minutes long, which is enough because they're literally... There's spiders... There's big giant spiders that try to kill you. There's zombies that will kill you. There's like skeletons that will kill you. And there's like creepers, which are, I don't even know, just like moss monsters that if they get close to you, they will explode. And usually that will kill you. And it's the worst because they're very quiet. They're very quiet. And especially at night, they'll just sneak up on you and like just blow you all the way up. And then when you die, you lose everything in your inventory when you die. And you respawn either wherever you last. What?
Where do you go at night? If you're
You
not
gotta
out,
build a shelter.
Where do you go?
You have to build, at the very minimum, you need to build a bed, put it somewhere, and then where there's no like enemies around you, and then you have to like you have to save at the bed, and you have to not let the bed get blown up either, because then it'll disappear. So that way when you die, you respawn in your bed. So if you die, if you die in a really unplanned way, and if you die and you don't have a bed, you go to wherever you started at the very, very, very beginning of the game when you first opened it. And so if you had like a whole bunch of like good shit in your inventory and you die, you may be like, you could respawn like 2 days travel away. And it's just gone.
No.
Or
so that's your save point.
That's your save point. And I've died before and I didn't know. I've gone like exploring in like caves, and then I'll get lost, and then I'll get jumped, and then I'll die, and then I'll go wake up in my bed like a day's travel away, and I'll try to like race back to the cave and try to like find out wherever I died at so I can get my stuff back. Doesn't work. And then I found out like 3 days into me playing Minecraft, 3 real days, that your stuff just disappears after 15 minutes. I would spend hours going back to the cave trying to find my old shit.
15 minutes.
And I also found out that if you die in Minecraft, and if something kills you, like if some zombies kill you or a skeleton kills you, and you are able to go back and find your stuff, they will take your stuff. They will wear it. If you have like diamond armor and like an enchanted sword and you die, you will go back and those bitches will be wearing your stuff, killing you faster than before with your own sword. I was so pissed.
Are you the only human character in this Minecraft?
Have you
Yeah,
heard
it's
of
like
this, Grandpa?
I've heard the name.
Oh,
That's
okay.
about all I know about
there's single player and then there's multiplayer. I know damn well I'm not equipped for any kind of multiplayer unless I'm playing with someone who's never played before. So I'm just me. I built a house, I built a farm, I burned down my house, I fixed it, and I have a little garden and I have a horse named Lemon, and I'm working on my railway to try to get places faster. I found a
You can
village
name
and
your
then I
horse.
accidentally. Well, I just named him. I just named it. It's a good horse.
Okay. No. I just I didn't know. Okay.
Right. I got you. I got you.
It's good.
I got some maps. I figured out the railway. I enchanted my swords. I figured that out. I'm making good strides. Making good strides.
Yeah, I remember when I played a couple times, I was like, this is so quickly so violent because, you know, it's a kids game. So I was like, aw, you like build a world and then 7 minutes later, all of a sudden I'm just getting like attacked and killed over and over
Literally
by like
fighting
these
for
stick
your life.
figures. Yeah.
Fighting for your life. I was as soon like after like the third or fourth day, I was like, how are kids playing this? I would never do this if I was a child. I wouldn't have had the patience. I would have broken something expensive. I don't know. It would have been the controller at a minimum or the whole TV at some point.
Have you heard of Roblox?
I thought I knew what Roblox was when it first
Roblox.
started, and now it just seems to be like it's a whole people are making video games with Roblox now, so I've completely lost the plot.
Like hundreds and hundreds of video games, but
What
it's
is
like
Roblox?
all like we are beyond the generation that plays. Like Gen Z knows it, but like
Right.
the kids that know it, like there's like money trafficking going on and like all like lots of like really sus crazy stuff because you can do anything, you can say anything, you can be anything, you can make anything. So people, you know, these older people are going in that. Like I was reading a bunch of articles about so it's like no wonder kids like Minecraft and all these things because it's like,
Right.
oh, this is like a safe family fun, you
Keep
know,
me
and then
safe.
the mom leaves the room and it's just the zombies killing you or whatever. But
Roblox
But what
is
is
like
Roblox? Is it like
it's kind of
it-
like Club Penguin but with Lego characters.
yeah, and
It's
like
like
way
how it
more
goes.
vast, and like you can say anything and you build your own games within the game. Like it's
Unfiltered Club
yeah.
Penguin.
yeah.
how deep can the
So-
games get? Are they making like
Uh,
GTA? and
People
decide that-
yeah, exactly. Yeah, people sell and like make games within Roblox basically. It's like a game where like you build your own advent. So like instead of like coding a video game, like they give you all of the building blocks within the game. I've never played it, but that's what it seems like because thousands of games have been made.
Okay, this is the best Roblox games. Project Slayers, you fight enemies across a massive map full of secrets. It's inspired by Demon Slayer. Anime Adventures. You collect various anime characters like Dragon Ball Z, One Piece. Pet Simulator X. Oh, okay. I had it mixed up. Pet Simulator X. You collect eggs and hatch them from puppies to dragons, unicorns, whatever you want. You can make a petting zoo. Slayers Unleashed.
These are all kids making these, right? Inside the game.
I don't know if they're kids. I don't know if there's kids making all of them, but like kids can. I don't know how it. Oh, your recording failed. What's going on?
How's your bird, Grandpa?
Fine. Rosie's sitting up on top of the TV screen, on top of the monitor, and she's grooming herself, and she's fine.
No. What about the other bird?
They're in the other room. They're already in their cage. Going to sleep.
Lola or Petey or whatever?
Well, Petey, we lost Petey.
You lost her. You never found the body or anything?
No, she went into the wall, and there's just no way to get in there without tearing the wall out, and then you don't know if you'll find her anyhow. She could be anywhere in the building.
Yeah, that's really sad. Do you think there's a chance she's still alive?
I don't think so. No.
Maybe she like got outside or something and is like living on a tree.
I think she mated with Chester, and maybe she couldn't pass an egg, or I don't know what happened to her. But I'd say 9,999 to 1. She's not around anymore.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How long do those birds live?
Well, they can live anywhere between, I think, 20 and 40 years.
And how old was Petey?
Probably, I'm going to say 4 to 5 years, 4
Ooh.
years old.
That's rough. I'm sorry. Yeah. Damn.
So I visited with my daughter in Vancouver, Canada, and it's a very beautiful area. There are, I guess, waterways that are like very wide rivers, and they're salty. The water's salty, and they go out about 20, 25 miles from the ocean, but it looks like a river, but it's really not. It's an inlet from the ocean, and there are whales and seals and salmon and all types of wildlife, and a lot of sailboats and whatever. It's a very pretty area, and we also took a ride up in a lift up onto one of the mountains. Nice. We had a nice vacation with my daughter and her husband.
That's
Nice.
great. Was that your first time ever meeting the husband?
No, I had met him a few years ago.
Were you at the
Bill-
wedding?
No, they didn't really have a regular wedding. We were supposed to go out and have one, and because of COVID, we didn't go. But they have a real nice home that sits on on like a concrete barge at a marina, and
Wow.
there's like just a bunch of homes, almost like row homes, real pretty out there.
It's nice that you finally get to spend time with your daughter after so long, right?
Yeah, it was. We were there for 5 days, and I had never been there before to visit with her. So
You
it was a
never
very
went to
nice
Canada?
vacation. Pardon?
Have you ever been to Canada before?
I have, yeah. We've been to Quebec and Niagara Falls, and I once drove up into Vancouver, but I didn't really. I just went up for the evening and came back down to Portland, so I didn't really see it. It's
nice.
a big city, very vibrant city.
Yeah. Well, it's good. We finally got an episode back. That's crazy. I was wondering.
You guys look terrific. I kind of missed not doing the show with you.
Yeah, I missed it very much too. I couldn't even I would have an audition on the island, and I would wait for it to upload. It goes from like a timer of like 1% to 100%, and I would record it within like 3 minutes, and then I would have to wait for it to upload over like an hour, and like I would always like be close to the deadline and be like, oh my god, no.
So explain. I thought you were in Maine.
I was on but I was on a remote island off the coast of Maine, like put up.
Is that where the show?
Yes,
had taken
yeah, it
place?
was like in their artist housing. Yo, what's up, Phines?
Hello.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Echo. Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Wow. Fancy. All right.
But yeah, they flew me out, and they flew me to this like city called Bangor, which I had never been to. I'd never been to Maine, I don't think. And then the drive was like an hour and a half, like off the coast. And it's not like it's not like a, I don't know, like a beach destination island. It was like kind of cold, and like 90% lobster fishing. Like all their income comes from lobstermen and stuff. So it was like a really active port. So like everybody wakes up at like 4 and goes to sleep at like 6 p.m. And so that was weird. But then like there's just this like huge theater on the island, and it's like one of the biggest attractions and stuff, like because people visit to like hike and whatever. So they have a little bit of that, and then they have like a couple thousand locals. and we just did a show for like on the edge of the island. It was wild, but it was really cool.
You jogged my memory. We went to a Shakespearean play, Romeo and Juliet, but it was a humorous version of it.
You and me?
No. Linda and I and Melanie and her husband.
Oh, in Canada, you saw a Canadian
Canada,
Romeo
yeah,
and
it
Juliet.
was like a theater Romeo and Juliet, but a kind of a humorous version. And quite frankly, I couldn't understand any of it.
Could you not hear it?
I could hear it, but with the old English and everything, it was good. But we didn't stay for the whole show. I think Melanie realized I wasn't picking it all up. Whatever. I'm kind of dense with those things.
Yeah. I feel like nobody who goes actually understands. It's just there's people like you, and then there's people who lie, pretty much. Because I'd seen Shakespeare shows, and I was like Wikipediaing the plot as I'm watching the show because I have no idea what's going on.
Well, if you didn't know, you know that I was.
Yeah,
like,
but if I don't know, who
listening to
because I
Greek or
had to
something.
study it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, did they have Canadian accents like Phines stuff?
I didn't notice it. Vancouver is only like 30 miles from the States. It's not far from Seattle, Washington.
Gotcha.
And it's very Americanized, I would say.
Yeah.
Very much so.
What have you been up to, Phines?
Working a lot, and trying to think what else. It's mainly been a lot of it. Reading. Same old.
Are you still doing reading with Phines every day?
Yeah, but I'm backlogging it since I slipped up for like a month, and then I was just like, and I'm I'm second guessing everything about it. I'm just like, I gotta change it up, gotta do some different things. So I've been kind of backlogging it to give me time to revamp it.
What do you mean by change it up?
Mainly the stories might like the next book or the next books I'm going to. The stories are too long, and I just don't feel like reading them. So I'm gonna change it up because I'm lazy, and no, because it'll be more entertaining. Like no one wants to hear me read the whole thing. I mean, I should try to fix it up and try to be like summarize it or something. I don't know what I'm trying to do yet.
Like a Reader's Digest version of the condensed version.
Yes, yeah. So I'm just kind of plotting and plotting in for that, and trying to study some artists that I really like. I'm reading their works and trying to get better at looking at their art and stuff and practicing it. So same old.
You
Have
okay,
you been
Sierra?
doing your artwork?
Yeah, my neighbors are just so delightful and loud for no reason.
Oh, got you.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
So yes, bad news did happen. You know what? Yeah. Okay. I got a free backpack from the library, and I had all my I have stickers I've been doing for like the last year or so of drawing a lot of stickers and tagging them on the city. And I don't know why my dumb ass had all my stickers, the ones I hadn't even drawn, plus all the stickers that I did have already pre-made. I had them on this free backpack that was so cheap. Anyways, I lost all my shit. Lost all my
No.
stickers. Lost all my markers. Lost all my everything. I'm so sad.
Damn.
But you know what? Hopefully someone got some cool stuff.
There was a hole in the bag?
No, the zipper just kind of like the bag just kind of like was a cheap backpack that kind of just kind of like poured open because I had too much stuff in it because I was just carrying around like all my drawing stuff and
It like fell on the floor and you didn't notice or something.
I fell asleep on the subway, and then when I woke up I was running out the subway, and then like some stuff was dropping out, and I was like, I thought I got most of it, and I was like, oh no, I didn't get any of it. In a library book, the library book I checked out to get the free backpack, gone.
Damn.
All I got is this shitty free backpack.
I'll visit you in library jail.
I know, I'm going to jail.
I'll put something on your commissary.
Checking out Tanisi Coates. Sucks.
One time I was in college, and no, I was a senior in high school, but I went to a college party. I got very sick, in the middle of the night, I went to the hospital, not of my own volition. Like an ambulance took me, and I left as a minor without saying anything because I didn't know. And then the hospital contacted me for like 5 years, and then gave up trying to get my money. The library, I checked 2 books out when I was in early high school, and that lasted for 10 years. They hit me up. They emailed me double the hospital bill for like maybe $9 worth of books for a decade. I think they gave up like a year or 2 ago or something. I don't know.
It's so crazy the way the library would just hound people mercilessly, and now like it's finally hit them that if they just don't harass people about their fines, they'll get the book back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I checked 2 books out when I was in Maine they had a library like on the island, and I did not return them on time. I eventually did, but I didn't return them on time. I got like a very strongly worded email, and I was like, I never even read these books. This is ridiculous, but I don't know. What are they going to do all day, you know?
They got to get their money, you know.
Sierra, what's the weather been like?
Hot. Just like 90s.
Because I know like certain parts of the West are very hot.
Yeah.
You're in Chicago, right?
Yeah, just hot.
It's
all
like
the
the
time.
hottest period ever, right?
It didn't used to be like this.
Yeah.
Septembers were cool
Hoodie
and
weather, man.
refreshing.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I've been trying to put a hoodie on and it doesn't work.
Good thing climate change is a Chinese hoax, or this would be depressing.
Yeah. I saw that on the news too.
I have great news for you guys. I almost forgot.
What?
So, today, the Anti-Defamation League has explained that they have where was I? It's on my profile because I tweeted it. So, I'm going to share my screen with you guys.
I can't hardly hear you, Sierra, but I'm interested.
Again? Closer? Is this better?
That's good. That's better for me. Yes.
Okay. Tab. There we go. So, the Anti-Defamation League has discovered a leaked database of the Oath Keepers members. If you'll remember, the Oath Keepers are one of the white terror groups / militias that committed mass terror by invading the Capitol on January 6th. And I think those were the people that were protecting who's that one guy?
Mike Pence.
So
Roger
they're going to
Stone.
make arrests that they weren't able to make of people that were at the riot?
Well, they're not
Insurrection.
classified by the government as a terror organization. That's just something that they choose to do
Really?
without government prosecution at all.
They did
so
they did it. They proclaimed themselves as this.
no, I do. That's my opinion.
Okay.
That's my
I see.
opinion.
Okay. I got you.
That's my opinion, podcast world.
Okay, I got you.
That's my religious belief. There we go.
Yeah.
Because they were there, and I'm pretty sure these were the guys that were protecting Roger Stone. For some reason, he felt like he needed personal protection while this Roger Stone. Oh, let me tell you. Roger Stone. Riverside, I'm actually through with you.
I just downloaded the app, so I'm sticking with this.
Yeah, he's one of the worst, Roger Stone.
Roger Stone is a lobbyist / nut job. He advised the old president. He was found guilty of lying to Congress, which is very difficult to do because they will spend as much time as possible to drag out the process until they either just get bored and give up, or, you flee the country or something. So they successfully prosecuted this man on 7 different counts of lying to Congress and obstruction of a federal investigation and witness tampering. Okay, he was sentenced to 40 goddamn months in a federal prison. And let's see, February, March, April, May, June. 5 months later, that ratty, gross thing let him out of prison. And then in December, he got pardoned. He got his sentence commuted 5 months later. And then by the end of the year, right before Christmas miracle, he got pardoned. So what do you do when you get pardoned and you get the miracle of a lifetime after lying to Congress and committing several federal crimes? You help plan a coup. So we don't know yet the breadth of his involvement, but we will soon because they have Alex Jones text messages.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've seen what's going on with Bannon as well.
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Well, he was found guilty on federal charges, and Trump gave him a pardon, and now the state has indicted him.
Wow.
Isn't he in contempt of court
He's going to go
still?
to jail.
Isn't he in contempt of court of Congress?
Well, that's a different issue. Yes.
See,
he's been found guilty. He raised money supposedly
dumbest
to
man.
build a wall.
Yes, that's right. That's right. He scammed all those people.
That is
Right.
He
hilarious.
did.
How long is he going to jail for?
You know what? Let me find that real quick. It was
Not
Steve,
definite yet that
right?
He will, but he may.
I forgot. That's so funny.
Yeah, he used the money for his own personal use.
How you gonna call it a build the wall charity? Charities are for kids with cancer and the disadvantaged. It's not a charity.
We build the wall.
What dummy donated to it?
Oh, I'm sure a lot of people.
The case is expected to be similar to a previous.
Probably a
case
lot
where
of
he was
people.
pardoned before he even got to trial.
Didn't they? A lot's going on with Mar-a-Lago and the raids, and right?
You love to see it.
They found
You love
it's
to
like
see it.
swipe or no swipe classified documents just sitting
They
in the
found
basement.
literally like 13,000 different documents.
Wow.
They weren't all classified, but they were
thing,
all
yeah.
government frickin' property. Imagine
Pretty
if
important. Yeah, nuclear location secrets of other countries.
But he didn't get anything, right?
Where they
It was
find
like
this
a
at?
slap on the wrist or something.
if he's still being investigated, still
Oh,
literally
yeah.
a very
Yeah.
high
You're talking about
chance he's
Trump
gonna
now?
get indicted. Yeah.
Trump.
He's
they'll
like
never put him
begging
away,
to get
but, yeah.
indicted. The only thing saving him right now, like literally from being indicted probably within like the next few weeks, is the fact that the judge overseeing this obstruction of justice case that he's clearly been, he's a suspect in, is the fact that there's a Trump judge overseeing it who's different. And
Who's different?
she's different.
MAGA.
And she's like doing everything she can to try to help him out. He just got like a special master appointed to review someone who's I guess qualified to review the substance of all the documents, because again, some of them are secret and top secret, and like the agents who found the stolen material can't even look at them because they don't have high enough clearance. So he wanted a special master. Like 2 weeks after they took the shit out of his house, he was like, well, I want a special master because, this is important stuff that you planted, FBI. So we need someone to be impartial and look at it. And it's like, girl, we already looked at everything. It's been 2 weeks. What do you think we've been doing this whole time? So they've already looked at it.
He's stalling as much as he can to hopefully have the next election. Hoping that the Republicans take over the House and the Senate, or at least the Senate, and he'll get away with some of this stuff.
And then he said he wanted some of the papers, but he wanted them back. He's like, when you're done with those, I need them back, actually.
Wisconsin too.
First he said it was a hoax. Then he said they planted it. Then he said, it's fine. I declassified everything that was planned, all this planted evidence that the FBI put here. And then he said, but I also need it back. I need back all that evidence you planted. But
Law enforcement, military.
yes, okay. So the Oath Keepers database got leaked, okay? And why are you not recording?
Oh, for Brandon? It's not me this
Brandon, you're not recording. Riverside, you're not going to get high marks on this. I'm being
You are
honest
being
with you.
recorded right now, right? I see the little red dot, and it says actual recording is higher something.
Brandon's like said no. It was like, girl, we're out. It's not happening. This is a good story, guys. I can't wait to tell you.
Well, during the interruption, Bannon may very well end up going to jail.
Oh, he's gonna, no matter what, somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Somewhere. It's just a matter of where.
Wow.
Because he's having problems. Oh, Phines, I also found these Roblox games. There's like, it's basically just a lot of copyright infringement. Like, there's a bunch of different anime games where they just like took skins off of popular animes and put them on these Lego looking characters. There's a first person shooter.
Picture of it?
Let me stop sharing this, I guess. Let me go back.
Phines, do you have any recent artwork that you've done?
Recent artwork. A lot of my stuff's gone, but I guess I'm drawing this right now.
Oh, that's nice.
I was trying to do some Minecrafty stuff a second ago, but
Minecraft.
But nothing real. Nothing. I mean, everything's gonna be. I'm kind of starting over a little bit, which is good. So I'll probably have some new stuff, but yeah. Oh, I see. Okay.
But yeah, they just ripped a bunch of stuff.
That's it right there. That's what it is. It looks
like,
so.
Yeah, it's literally like Lego style characters.
That is so funny. It looks just
like yeah. Here's one. Like, this is the length of their arm. This is it. It's very silly.
Wow.
But I know one of these is like a first person shooter. There's pirates. There's a boat game. There's a pet game. You can dress up your pets. Okay. But, all right. So, one more time for the boys back home. The Oath Keepers database got leaked. The ADL has it. And they are basically flirting with revealing the names of all these people. Because I think there's probably some worry about, doxing. But in the name of anti-terror, what choice do you have? Because they've made this beautiful infographic where you can click on your state and see how many...
There's that many in Cali?
Oath Keepers are in your state. How many of them are in office? How many of them are in law enforcement? How many are in the military? And how many are first responders?
Wait, there's 3,301?
In Texas.
Wow. What about Cali? Go to California. That's a lot of people.
Similar numbers. Lots of law enforcement.
Wow.
And that's just on this database. This is just this particular group in the country. There are hundreds of different militias like this one, just like this one.
Let's go to places we're from. Let's go to Indiana and New York.
New York looking kind of blue over here. Why you got Oath Keepers? Why you got Oath Keepers, Phines?
Wow, 1996. That's a lot of
you have 45 Oath Keepers in your law enforcement?
Wow.
That's weird. That's crazy. That's weird.
How about Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania, 1499, 19 law enforcement, 4 elected officials. Gross.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty scary.
Got 1,000. You got 8.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's safe.
8 and 3.
All right, that's a good dice roll.
8 and 3. Those are the EMTs that'll just let you bleed out.
Sorry. All right, give us Chicago.
800, 21 law enforcement. Gross. This one I believe for sure. I know where those 10 are.
Wow.
I know where those first responders are. Yeah,
Wow.
gross.
Interesting.
Arizona.
Wow. And
Come
what
on,
about
give me
Florida?
Arizona. Oh God, Florida.
1471.
2,700.
Only 11 law enforcement.
And these are just the registered people in their database as members, I
So
believe.
they're registeredly open? So these people are just like openly registered as these things?
So the ADL is describing them as a large anti-government extremist group with a militia movement. So they don't know a lot about the membership. A journalist group published the 38,000 names. So this is their membership list. They focus on seeking institutional power by targeting current and former law. Yes, this is what they do. This is what all of them do.
Say it again.
This is what
repeat it again. What are they doing?
This group particularly focuses on seeking institutional power by targeting current and former law enforcement, military, and emergency services. This is what they do. This is Klan activity. This is exactly what the Klan did. The Klan is in your church. The Klan is in your Klan is in your courthouse. The Klan is in your police precinct. You want to know why nobody was there on January 6th? They were on the other side of the wall. They were on the other... I shouldn't say that, but they were. I mean, clearly they were.
That's hilarious.
Wait, yeah, what about, like, Virginia over here? I don't know where they're based at. They must be based in, like, Texas or something to have so many members. But they were over here. Okay, so...
And what's the grand total you said, like, of like all in America that we know of?
Was it 38,000 names on this membership list?
Wow.
Many in law enforcement, first responders, and you know what? We need those names. I'm gonna be honest, because that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh. And then here they do have some of the names.
If they're registered, they think their names would be just like right there. Like if you're openly registered, or not openly, but like if you're just enough to be on a registry, you would think they would. Yeah. Okay. Some of the names. Let's hear them.
Okay. Let's see. The Oath Keepers target. Yeah, we saw that. They feel that they said the federal government issues a constitutional order that they can just, they believe in coups. The database. Come on. So this is, they have chat records too? Come on. Oh, it's going to be a good September. They have emails. They have emails from right after the attack. It's going to be a good September. Full names, addresses, email, phone number, membership type. Who are the Oath Keeper Gold members? Who has the gold membership?
What do you do with the gold membership? What do you get?
What do you get? An individual's inclusion in the database is not proof that they were or are a member or that they ever actively participated.
How do you become a member?
You have to sign up. I am sure you have to sign up. I'm sure you have to be vetted because I'm sure they don't want any, trolls in there.
That's what I was saying.
Lurking in their Discord servers, lurking in their WhatsApp group chats,
right.
So that interrupting their plans.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm sure there's a very exclusive vetting process. I'm thinking of this is giving Black Klansman with Denzel Washington's son. That's what it's giving. These individuals run the gamut from local office, mayors, town council members, school board members, state representatives, and senators. Only the state? That's what you think. So where are the people? Okay. So this is a county sheriff. This is a county sheriff currently serving. Constable in Texas, signed up before he got into office, currently working. This one's a county commissioner. Yeah, that's great. in Indiana.
Wow, that's my hometown.
A former sheriff. That's
From
what they do.
from Indiana.
Uh, Arizona state senator. You know,
Mm.
Arizona with like
Yeah.
18,000 different election problems.
Mm.
Who remained a supporter despite their participation in the January 6th attack. 2 months after the insurrection, she met with a local chapter and praised them for their dedication. Annual member. Oh, okay, so maybe it's a monthly. So maybe there's monthly,
Fees.
and then there's annual membership. Because this one says she's an annual member.
Is it for people with money, or is this for everybody?
Right. Okay, so it could be monthly, and you know what? It's probably like Squarespace. It's probably like Squarespace. There's like personal oath keeper, business oath keeper. You know, if you have a team, you know, if you need a team membership for your small business, all your employees. And then if you have like more than 10 people that you need to have on your oath keeper membership, you know, you can contact them. They'll send you a quote.
Wow.
I don't know.
The drama. No, it's good.
Another state representative in South Dakota. He said he's not active in the group, but he's not ashamed, okay? The group has just got a bad rep, okay? Annual membership. He won his primary. He'll be a candidate this November. Good to know. State senator, another annual member. He says, I left after the 2014 thing, okay? So that's not really my thing. I was out after that. Okay. While he rejected the leadership style, he said nothing about its ideology.
Oh, okay.
Cute. Another state representative. $10 a month member. A Liberty Tree membership. Okay, so they have the stupid membership levels have names. So this is for $10 a month, you can be a Liberty Tree member and you get merchandise discounts. So we're learning more.
Liberty Tree. What the discounts to for? What are they connected to? What business?
You get the merch. You get the merch.
I see.
Get 50 cents off your $20 mug. Can you get on your phone maybe, Brandon? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we can hear you. I just don't know why it's doing that. Okay. There's another state rep. This guy actually lost his primary. And then some dummy in Alaska is a lifetime member. Okay, we have 3 established tiers so far. $10 Liberty Tree, annual, and lifetime. He said, I will not be changing my mind.
You sell your soul. You just sit up there in like some type of like little seance, and they're like, you're part of this.
He said, I'm
like,
here for it.
Happily.
So he attended the rally in D.C. prior, to the attack.
They ain't say anything about the blood sacrifice?
More than a dozen years ago. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let me wait for Brandon. Bro, this dude joined over a dozen years ago. He's a lifetime member. And he's a state representative.
Of what state? They just keep it under wraps?
Alaska.
Oh, they said that. Okay, you said that. Okay.
There's only like 7 people up there.
What are they doing in Alaska? Like, yo, what are they trying to do to keep the in there? Wait. Okay. All right. I'm ready. Alaska.
And then here's some other elected officials from, I guess, the messages or emails that they got, offering to help other ways. Damn. There we go.
Alright, I got the same error on my phone too, so I'll just try and be really still on my computer and hope for the best.
Alright. This one is offering to do county clerking, government. She said, this is Salt. You remember Angelina Jolie's Salt? This is what we're watching in real time.
I've never seen that movie.
She's a Russian spy. She's a Russian sleeper agent. And this woman is basically just saying, what government what part of the American government would you like me to infiltrate for our benefit, for our cause? That's what she's saying. That's what Wisconsin, a Wisconsin council person. She said, "Oh, I'm real good at troubleshooting electronics. Yeah. Wow, I'm good at county clerking. I'm good at surgical. Yeah, you need some new teeth? You need some new dental records? I got you." Allegedly. She said, "I do all of that." Oh my goodness, no, my people. Oh, that sounds right. An Illinois board member said, "Oh yeah, I got the military training. I know about law enforcement. I got a graduate of FBI basic SWAT." Oh my god. Probably has no job.
Wow.
Well, county board member, that doesn't really count.
You know what's scary about people becoming organized is when the people already have power and get organized. It's one thing when, people that don't have power get organized, and it's like, okay, that's scary because, it's scary to see people organized or whatever. It's uncomfortable. But it's uber scary when people that already have resources and power that are going like, hey, they're trying to just.
They're doing it.
Yeah.
They're not trying. They're succeeding.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
They're succeeding in every way. All of these ghetto, ignorant laws that they're passing in education where you can't say someone's pronouns and you've got to call the police if, a girl wears a pair of pants instead of a skirt type of shit. And you got to report their parents to CPS. This is these people. This is all of them.
Hope not all.
Wild. This is what they do. And a lot of those that are up there were sheriffs. Like, you're literally in charge. And this is what they do. They find people in places of power. It's giving Watchmen, and it's giving that other thing I said earlier. It's giving Black Klansmen. It's giving Watchmen, which is inspired by the real historical activity of the Klan, quite frankly. A sergeant in Ohio said that he's interested in the rallies. He said, as far as talents, militia, I'm a trained gunsmith.
What do they need a militia for again? Just to take over?
In case the government goes crazy, in case the government, decides to revolt against white men, which is apparently a great threat at all times.
All the time. We're always trying to come against them.
A corrections officer said, "I know radio communications." This is wild. This is terrible.
So
what is this one? He said, "I'm a mediator and I work with youthful sex offenders. I don't know if that's helpful." Smiley face. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. I really don't.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
This is terrible. I thought it was funny at first because I thought that the names were actually posted at first, so I thought it was going to be funny, but this is terrible. Yeah, so do I take arms or do I This is terrible. If we ever get the names, I'm going to read the names. I don't know where, but this is terrible. I'm glad that they have this. I'm glad that they posted at least this. It's not enough, but it's extensive enough to scare a great deal of people, you should think.
Alaska, yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe, wonder how obvious it is to be like, I wonder who it is, and everybody's like shifting their seats and like moving their seats aside, and it's like, we all know it's this. Come on.
They're like, it's John.
Come on, John. We all know. Look how you look like you've been in this thing for the last 12 years. Your skin has become so much more like you've been living in the shadows. Yeah, like I don't know what's going on. But
nobody's surprised.
They're like, Matt, you've ruined the last 7 Thanksgivings. What do you mean? Who is it?
This came out, and probably a lot of politicians are like, wait, it's not this person.
Yeah.
You've been making up COVID facts. You've been making up COVID facts for the last 3 years. This is crazy. This is terrible. This doctor said many of my patients are police officers, troopers, FBI, and CIA. I can spread the word to my patients. This is terrible. This is terrible. I didn't. This is like. Have you guys seen 10 Cloverfield Lane?
No.
Yeah, wait, with the psycho who locks them in the basement.
With John Goodman? This is like when you find out John Goodman is not a fun guy. This is like,
Just in that movie, yeah.
This is when, like, when you find out John Goodman is not cool.
When you wake up a little hungover and you're in a basement.
This is terrible. This guy wants to recruit these poor veterans like they haven't been through enough. In hospitals and homeless shelters, leave the homeless vets alone. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is awful. This is awful. We need the names. We definitely need the names now. Y'all need to figure out how to make that happen, or just take the L on the lawsuit that's coming, because we need these names. This is wild. Good job.
What does ADL like?
They like fight anti-Semitism and extremism, and they protect civil rights. They hold on, mission in history. They like usually they'll take on like different legal cases, where people are being discriminated against, or if you're like the victim of a hate crime. That's like their big thing. So yeah, they're big on like voting rights and hate crimes and things like that. They fought the KKK.
1920s. Let's do it.
With print. They fought fascism and won. They fought the Nazis and won. Undefeated ADL. They fought anti-Arab discrimination in the last 70 years. Honestly, it hasn't stopped. So, Anti-Defamation League. Yeah, they're lit.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of.
We stand. Right. So I saw that on my way home today, and I said, "Oh, I can't wait. What a time to come back to the podcast."
Wow.
Do you think they will release the names?
Someone's got to release the name. I mean, even if they don't really do it, like, if I worked there, I'd probably lose my job and just do it. I don't even know. I would probably just do it and lose. I'd probably just like quit and then do it.
Like, and then what would they depend on? Other people who recognize the name to point out the person, or I mean, what would you do with the name if you didn't know who the person was?
I don't know. Somebody knows who the hell that is. I would probably just tweet it and bounce. I don't know. I'd tweet it and go to a different country. I don't know.
Do I sound weird to y'all right now? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay, you guys sound
not great.
Yeah, but it's probably just my headphones. All right.
Okay.
Good to know.
Good to know. But yeah, that was crazy. That I didn't know was gonna be that. That's not funny. That's not fun at all.
It's good to know that it's always good to know that call me silly, but the ADL is a good big company, because I was worried about some niche group like having the answer, and they'd be like, I have this answer, and no one's listening to them because they're so small. They're like, oh, okay, no one's listening to you. But this is good. This is good.
They out there. Wow. Yeah, I'm running out of words. I
have a friend from Denmark, and he told me years ago that there's a lot of uprising of these right-wing fascist groups in Europe.
Yeah, it's not getting good over there.
France, UK.
I feel like they're losing a little bit of their power and clout, which is probably true, and they're getting all butthurt about it. And when they get all butthurt, they get all like extreme. extreme butthurt.
Man. Honestly, yeah.
I feel like if any of these countries were like, okay, here's the key to the city, it would take about 5 hours, and they'd be like, actually, we don't know shit, can't do anything.
Just not having any skill set.
Just immediately fucking up uh, everybody's lives, including their own, and they'd be like, oh, I'm just horrible.
We literally watched that happen.
Yeah.
We literally happened for 4 years.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's gonna hire. It's okay if he's stupid. He's gonna hire people that aren't stupid.
No, but the problem with that is nobody on his side realizes it to this day. You know what I mean? Like
They didn't know they were stupid. You mean?
yeah.
That's usually how it is.
So I guess I'm wrong.
All the
You're right.
smart people, like either got fired or they quit. They were like, oh fuck, this is we all going to jail.
They jump ship. They're like, I don't know if I can swallow this. I don't know if I can do this.
They say y'all going to jail. Goodbye. Good night. I'm out. Or they just like found out they got fired over Twitter. Good times.
Good times. Yes, Grandpa.
Brandon, are you remaining in Georgia, in Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm here, and I have really good internet. Like I did an internet speed test and everything. It's like my ping or whatever is like 200-300, but it says something's wrong with my hardware.
I think they're lying to you.
I don't know.
I know you have a lady friend there in Georgia. If you didn't have a girlfriend there, would you stay in Georgia? Would you stay in Atlanta?
I don't know. Is this a public podcast?
I'll cut it.
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I don't know what will happen after this year or maybe like the next 2 years, but I'm still like I came here because I got this agent and like these opportunities, and I'm still like writing that out and stuff.
Seems to be working well for you so far. You got this nice role.
Yeah, thank you, Phines. Thank you. And
travel.
like literally the last 4 months have just been as Phines knows, very wild. So this is my first week of just like I just moved into a new place and I'm just like settling in. I still have a bunch of boxes to unpack and stuff, but I'm really curious like how I'll look back on the next few months and like look forward to I just turned 27. It's quite a club to be in. So I don't know. Yeah.
And congratulations on the move.
And happy birthday, Sierra. I haven't seen you in person since. So
how's your mental health and your substance use?
My substance use.
You said you're 27.
How's your drug addiction?
I drank a lot the last 5 days.
Hey.
Okay. Make sure to sleep. What is it, on your stomach and not on your back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to a convention this past weekend, so
Okay.
There's a lot of drinking.
Oh, cool. Was it the Dragon Con thing or
It
something
was
else?
the Dragon Con thing. Yeah.
Nice.
They drink at the Dragon Con like that?
Girl.
It's like they
I'm
drink.
gonna say,
Yeah, they got to let it out. They got to let the year of.
I don't like to drink at like inside a building like that. Like whenever I go to like Comic-Con or any of those conventions, drinking is never my vibe. Like I don't know. Well, maybe it's not a place for me to get crunk at. It's not like a. Like,
I need my wits about me.
This is
I gotta be ready for
different.
someone to ask me about my character. I have to be in character.
You gotta be ready for the furries, bro.
in the moment. Yeah, exactly.
All of it.
There were
How do you,
there were definitely furries there.
I had to
but-
explain to my mom this weekend what a furry was.
Oh no.
you didn't know
I mean, I don't really know. Like, it's everything's insinuated with it. They're like, Grandpa, do you know what a furry is?
A ferry? Yeah, the one.
This
one
will
that
be
goes
a
across
clip.
water. You
Oh
mean?
no.
Somebody.
That's a
I'm
fairy.
not explaining what it is. Yeah, furry with a U.
If you
Well,
don't
there's a
tell him, he's gonna
fury
Google it, and then he's
with
gonna
a
be
U, and
upset.
there's a ferry with an E.
It's
Brandon, you have to explain it to me.
Furry. I mean, I don't know it well enough to explain it. You explained it. You explained it to your mom. I don't know.
No, this is your thing.
So a furry is somebody that dresses up in a full body like cat costume or like a head to toe animal costume, right? With like the head that they put on and all that stuff, and then they have sex with each other sometimes.
With themselves, you mean?
They do that. They can do that too. Yeah, but it'll be two people pretending that they're animals in full body animal costumes and having sex as those animals.
A new one I hadn't heard of before.
They say that it's not all sexual, but
It's not,
to see
yeah.
that part of the community take a great stand. I'm gonna be honest.
I will say that I went this weekend and like there was I don't even know if I want to tell this story. There was a panel. We went to Dungeons and Dragons. We played Grandpa. There's a Dungeons and Dragons panel that we went to, and we couldn't hear anything, so we walked out because the mics were too low. And right next to it was a panel that had just like a sign that said "Boinking Beasties," "Boinking Beasties." And we walk in, we get there maybe 10 minutes after the panel starts, and we sit in the very back. We get like some of the last chairs. There's a huge ballroom in like the convention center of one of the 5 hotels. Hundreds of people, if not maybe like 1,000. And there's 4 panelists, and they're just talking about erotic beast novels. So like people fucking dragons, people fucking dinosaurs, and they have like this huge screen where they're like the 4 panelists are like very like passionately like, yes, like let's discuss what's going on in the dragon fucking community or like the dinosaur. And like half of the people there are like us, where they're like laughing, they have no idea what's going on. The other half, like they'll be like, and now we release Chuck Tingle's a T-Rex lawyer fucked my blank, and the other half is like, oh my god, yes. And we walked out like not after a while, but it was a lot of people really. And like some of these titles, if you Google Chuck Tingle, like this is the funniest shit I've seen in a very long time.
Sounds like a lot of mentally disturbed.
You know what? If the furries don't want this label, they need to get a hold of their fucking community, okay? You can't just be doing wild shit like that and not have a very prominent presence doing like nothing else. You need to be out there donating cans in the suit, helping the needy in the suit. You need to be doing everything else in the world in that suit, because otherwise that is your energy. That's your reputation.
So this Chuck Tingle wrote a book. It's an author. Chuck Tingle's an author.
He's an author, yeah, and he writes real novels, like 500-page novels. Did you Google him?
Yeah, not pounded by anything.
Let's see. There's
not pounded by anything while practice responsible social distancing. Double featured by the sentient bisexual movie theaters.
Okay, there's one Space Raptor Butt Trilogy.
Guys, I'm going to say goodnight.
I knew you were going to leave. I knew you were going to leave.
The thing that gets me...
said, all right, I'm going to head out.
Podcasting with Grandpa Bart and Rosie, always on his shoulder. This is Grandpa and Chill.
Grandpa and Chill is brought to you by your hosts, Brandon Fox, Bart Frank, and Phines Jackson. Our producer is Sierra Doss. To watch and listen to full episodes of the show and follow us on social media, visit grandpaandchill.com. That's grandpaandchill.com.